Learn what Outlook looks like and what each part does. Think of Outlook like a digital workspace. Every part of the screen has a purpose, and once you understand how it's laid out, everything becomes easier to use. The navigation pane, left side. This is where you move between the main sections of Outlook, like this one. Mail, where you read and send emails. People, where your contacts are stored. And there are other options as well like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and OneNote as well if you're working in a team, so you can collaborate using this Outlook interface as well. The ribbon, top bar. This is your main tool set. It changes depending on what you are doing. For example, when you are in mail, it shows options for new messages, reply, forward, delete, etc. For example, I just want to open this one, and here you can see you will have all these options like delete an email, archive, report, move to a specific folder, or reply all, and use all these options by using this ribbon. In calendar, it shows options like new event, view by date, week, month, and so on. When you click on calendar, here is an option like using day, work week, month, and you can filter by using these checks as well. So this is how the ribbon works in Microsoft Outlook. The inbox area, center panel. This is the main area where your emails show up. You will see the subject line, sender name, and preview of the message. For example, you can see this is the subject line and this is the preview of the message. So this is how the inbox area covers in Microsoft Outlook. If an email is unread, it will usually be bold. Here you can see this is an unread email, so this is in bold, but as we have opened this email, so this is in normal text. You can click on a message to open it in the reading pane. For example, I just want to open this email, and when you just click it, and it will be open in the reading pane. The reading pane, right side. Once you click an email, it opens here. This area is called the reading pane. You can read the full message. For example, I just want to open this email, and you can read the full message. Click buttons to reply, forward, or delete. Like you can use this ribbon or you can use this feature as well. For example, if you want to delete or use any of these options, and you can use the ribbon as well. See attachments and download them. For example, if you have received any attachment in the email, so that you can download that as well for the later use. The search bar, top middle, like this one. Use this to quickly find emails, contacts, or calendar events. Just type in a name or keyword and Outlook will show related results. For example, I just want to go with, and when you just click in here, so all the emails that have the word hello will be appearing in this section. So this is how you can just find an email quickly and efficiently. The folder pane, left of the inbox. This area shows your folders. For example, inbox, sent items, drafts, deleted items, etc. Like this section is called the folder pane. And you can have all these folders to access any of these files. You can also create new folders to sort your emails by topic. Status bar, bottom. This shows quick information. Connection status, online or offline, number of unread emails, view mode, mail, calendar, etc. Write and send your first email. Now that you have had a chance to explore the Outlook interface, it's time to start using it for one of its main purposes, writing and sending emails. Email is still one of the most common and professional ways to communicate, especially in school and work settings. The way you write an email can shape how people understand your message and how they see you. Opening a new email. When you open Outlook, click on New Email in the top left corner in the Home tab. In here, this opens a blank message window where you will create your email. This area. Understanding email fields. There are four main parts to focus on. The first one is to type the email address of the main person you are contacting. When you click on this, then you have CC, carbon copy. Use this to send a copy to others who should see the message. When you click on BCC, blind carbon copy, sends a copy without showing the names to others, useful for privacy. And the next we have subject line, a short summary of what your email is about. Make it clear and direct. For example, a subject should be like meeting request for Thursday at 10 a.m. So it clarifies that they are requesting for a meeting at Thursday at 10 a.m. So this is a clear and concise subject line for an email. Writing the email body. Your email should have three parts. Greetings. Example. Hi Professor Lee or Dear Sarah. For example, Hi Sarah. So this is the greeting or start of an email. Message. Keep it clear and polite. Use short paragraphs if needed. Mention any important details without going off topic. Closing. When you just write the message body in here and at the end, closing should be like best regards or thank you. So this should be the closing and in between that will be the message body. So this should be a structure for a formal email that should be followed throughout the professional interaction. Then add your name at the end. For example, you just want to add your name as Mitchell Jones. So this is a formal structure for an email that should be followed throughout the communication with your colleagues or your teammates. Adding attachments. Optional. If you want to send a file, click the attached file in here. You can browse from this computer and go to the folder where you have saved. For example, I have saved a file in here and I just want to send this file. Click in here. So this file will be uploaded and will be sent when you press on this. So this is the image that we have attached using this icon and it will be sent when you just click on this send button. Sending the email. When you are done, check your message for spelling or missing information. Click the send button in the top left. This button will send this file to the specific email address that will be written in here. That's it. You have just sent your first email through Outlook. So this is how you can send an email using this Outlook interface in Microsoft Outlook. Understand CC, BCC, and how to reply to emails. Today, we'll focus on how to manage replies and how to use the CC and BCC fields correctly. Two small tools that play a big role in clear and respectful email communication. CC versus BCC. What do they mean? CC, carbon copy. When you click on the new email, then this interface will be opened and here are the three main options like to, CC and BCC. CC stands for carbon copy. Use CC when you want someone to see the message but not take action. Everyone on the email can see who was CC'd. Example, emailing a teammate and CCing the instructor to keep them in the loop. BCC, blind carbon copy. Use BCC when you don't want recipients to see each other's email addresses, ideal for group emails when privacy is important. Example, sending an update to 30 students, use BCC to keep addresses hidden. How to reply to emails. For example, when I open an email, I want to go with this one. And here are the options like you can use this ribbon as well and you can use these features as well in here. Reply. Sends your response only to the sender. Best when the message is meant for one person. Reply all. This one. Sends your response to everyone on the original email. Use this only when your reply is helpful to the whole group. Tip. If your response is thanks or something small, don't use reply all. Forward. Sends the message to someone not originally included. Always add a short explanation above the forwarded message. Example, sharing this with you so you are aware of the changes. So for example, when I want to forward an email, I'll click on that and you can send this message to the specific email address or you can use CC and BCC as well and this message will be forwarded to the specific email address. Quick email etiquette tips. Think before using reply all. Double check who is in the CC or BCC before sending. Always add a short note when forwarding. Use CC and BCC carefully to respect privacy and avoid confusion.
Create folders to keep similar emails together. Why use folders? Folders help you group related emails together by course, project, or person. Keep your inbox clear and focused. Find past emails quickly without endless scrolling. How to create a folder in Outlook? For example, first of all, I just want to move this specific email to the specific folder. I'll just right click on that and click on this move. And here is the option called create a folder. We'll click on that. We name that, for example, Google emails. Click on save and your folder will appear in the list. For example, in here. Here you can see Google emails in here. When you click on that, then that specific email that we selected is already in here. Here you can see the one. It shows that one email is in here in this specific folder. Moving emails to a folder. You can move emails in two simple ways. Drag and drop. Click on an email and drag it into a folder. For example, I just want to go with in here and I just want to move another Google email. I'll find that, this one, and I just want to move it and I'll just click on it and drag it to that specific folder, Google emails. I'll click on that and here you can see it has changed to 2 as there are 2 emails for that Google that we already have moved to this folder. The second option is right click the email. For example, I just want to go with inbox and I just want to find a Google email, this one. We will right click on the email, hover the mouse to the move, and you can see here is the option that we already have created a folder. You can create a new folder as well, but as we want this file to be moved to this Google emails, we'll click on that. So when you click on this Google emails, here there are 3 emails that have been moved and the number 2 shows that 2 of them are unread. So when you click on that and when you click on the second one, so all of them are read, so it shows no numbers. So this is how you can move an email using these 2 methods to this folder in Microsoft Outlook. Bonus tip: subfolders for extra organization. If you want to go further, right click a folder you created, like in here, we'll click on that, and you can create a new subfolder as well to organize these specific files of this specific folder. For example, I just want to create a subfolder of this specific folder. We'll right click on this and hover the mouse to this create new subfolder. We'll click on that and you can just rename that security alerts and we'll just click on this save sign. Here you can see this is the main folder of Google emails and this is the security alerts, as we have got the emails from Google as a security alert. So these files will be moved to this specific subfolder. Setup rules. Options for future lectures. While today we are focusing on manual sorting, Outlook can also move emails automatically using rules. We'll cover that in an upcoming session.
Use flags and to mark important emails. Now that you know how to organize emails using folders, let's add another layer to help you manage priorities. What is a flag in Outlook? Flags are used to mark emails that need follow-up or should not be forgotten. How to flag an email? Hover over an email in your inbox, like this one, and click the flag icon that appears on the right side. This one, the flag turns red, showing it's now marked for follow-up. You can also right-click the flag too. Here are the different options that you can apply, like add a reminder, set a due date, or mark it as complete when finished. What does a flag do? When you flag an email or task in Outlook, it's visually highlighted in your inbox or task list. It gets added to the to-do list if you are using Outlook tasks. You can assign a reminder to it so Outlook notifies you at a specific time. It often appears in the task pane on the right side, making it easier to manage follow-ups.
Like if you have flagged as many emails as possible or as you want to be followed up, and you can just have as many emails flagged. For example, I have flagged these emails, and you can just click on this filter, and here is the option called flag. When you click on that, all the flags email will be appearing in this section. So you can see all the flagged email in one section by just clicking on this filter icon. Types of flags in Outlook. Follow up flag. Used to remind yourself to follow up on an email, you can flag it For example, when you right click on this icon, you can remind yourself, for example, for today, tomorrow, this week, next week, or no date as well. So, this is how you can notify yourself whenever needed. Reminder flag adds a pop up reminder to the flagged item at the specified time. Custom flag lets you set your own due date, start date, and message. How to flag an email. As we have already mentioned that there are two ways to flag an email, like you can hover over an email and click on this icon, or you can just right click on this email and here is an option called flag, and you can flag an email like this as well. So this is how you can flag an email in Microsoft Outlook. Choose a preset follow-up time or set custom to set your own. Optionally, set a reminder with a pop-up and sound. When the task is done, you can click the flag again to mark it complete. It turns into a check mark. Like for example, if I have completed this task and you can just right click on that and click on this mark as complete. Here you can see you can have a check mark icon that this task has been completed. Why use flags in Outlook? Mark important emails. Flags help you highlight emails that need a reply or action. Like in these all these inbox emails that we have, these are the highlighted ones, the one which are flagged, which shows that these emails are really important to be followed up and need attention. The second one is set reminders. You can add a date and time so Outlook reminds you to follow up. Create to-do lists. Flagged emails automatically show up in your task lists. Stay organized. Flags help you sort and prioritize what needs to be done today, tomorrow, or later. As you can just right click on this and you have all these options. For example, I just want this task to be completed by this week, and you can click on that and it will remind us at the end of this week. Works across devices. Flags sync with Microsoft To Do and show up as tasks on your phone or other apps as well. Sorting and filtering by flags in Outlook. Key points. Sort by flag status. Click the flag column header to group emails by flagged, completed, or unflagged status. For example, as we have discussed that you can just click on this filter icon, click on this flagged, and all the flagged email will be appearing on this section. Use the task pane. View all flagged emails in one place under the to-do bar or task lists. Create a custom view. Use view settings, filter, and go to more choices to show only flagged items. Group by follow-up date. Sort or group emails based on the due date set with the flag. For example, today or tomorrow. So this is how you can use flag in Microsoft Outlook. Search for emails quickly when you need them. Let's be honest. Digging through a cluttered inbox to find one important message can be frustrating and time consuming. But the good news is, Outlook has powerful search tools that make it easy to find exactly what you need when you need it. The search bar, your starting point. At the top of your Outlook window, like this one, you will see a search bar. This is your main tool for finding emails. How to use it? Click inside the search bar, like this one. Type a keyword, for example, a name, subject, or phrase. For example, I just want to find emails for Allison, and I'll tap enter, and I'll have all the emails that are from Allison. So this is how you can find emails quickly by searching in this search bar in Microsoft Outlook. Example, typing 25% off will bring up any email that has the word 25% off in the subject, body, or attachment name. For example, I just want to write this 25% off, and I'll click that. Here you can see this highlights every email that has specific word that we have already entered. So this is how you can see. For example, I just want to enter here In here, you can see we have a word 25% off all digital certificates and diplomas. So this is how you can use any of the phrase or name or any specific thing that you really want to be searched for in all the emails that you have. Filter options. Right after you click in the search bar, Outlook shows a search tools tab with options to narrow down your results. For example, I just write in here as photographer. I just want to click in here, and here you can see we have all the emails that has a specific word photographer, and you can filter by, you can just from the sender who sent the email or the subject line as well, words used in the subject line, and you can filter the email by using this date, email from today, this week, or a custom date range. And you can have a filter as attachment as well, only show emails with file attached, and you can just click on that, and you can have an email that are unread as well. So far we only emails that have not opened yet with a specific word or a phrase that we have entered, for example photographer, and I just want to click on the unread. Here you can see we have all the emails that are unread so far, but if I want to see all the emails that are flagged and has a specific word or a phrase, for example photographer as well, and I just click on this flagged icon, here you can see we have an only email that has been flagged and has a specific word photographer as well. So this is how you can just filter emails by using this search bar tools and filter options as well. Using search folders, optional advanced tip. For ongoing needs, Outlook lets you create search folders that automatically show messages matching a condition, like all unread emails or mail from a specific person. To set one up, go to folder tab, like this one. This is a folder tab, and you can just click on new search folder, or you can just click on this here, and you have all these options available, like from inbox as well, from drafts or sent items as well. Choose a category like mail from specific people or from specific folder. For example, if I want to search from inbox folder only and has this specific word and all other folders should be skipped, so this is how you can choose any of the folder. For example, if I just want to click on this inbox and want to have another like team, and you can just uncheck this flagged. Here you can see this is the inbox area, and it has, and we have searched for the specific word team, and I just want to go with unread. So these are all the unread emails that has a specific word team and the only folder inbox. So this is how you can filter emails or search in Microsoft Outlook. Enter the email address or filter rules. This feature is helpful if you regularly look for the same kind of emails. Tips for better searching. Use quotation marks for exact phrases. For example, I just want to search this one, but you have to put quotation marks around this. We'll click on that. We'll press enter. Here you can see you have the email that has a specific phrase, like here you can see it has been highlighted, and there's another email that has a specific phrase as well, like this one that we have searched for. So you can use quotation marks for exact phrases. Combine keywords with filters for faster results. Always check if you're searching current folder or all mailboxes. So you can just click on this drop down menu, and you can just check any of these options, that if you're using current folder like inbox, junk emails, drafts, sent items, or any other folder that you have. For example, you have all these folders as well, like Google emails or the subfolder Outlook as well. So you can just select any of these, or you can just go with all the folders that has specific phrase or word. So for a thorough search, you should keep all the folders so that you can have all the emails that has a specific word or a phrase, so that you have all the options available to have that email that you are looking for.
Add events like classes, meetings, or deadlines. Accessing the calendar. Open Outlook, as we have already opened the Outlook. On the left side, among all these tabs, we have calendar. You can click on this calendar icon, or you can press Ctrl plus 2. This switches you from email to calendar view. You can just click on this calendar, and press Ctrl+2 to open calendar. And this interface will be opened so that you can create an event. Creating a new event. Click New Event, usually in the top left as we have in here. You can click on that. A form will pop up where you can enter your event details. Let's break down what to fill in. Title. The name of your event, for example group meeting or biology class. Start and end time. Like this is the date and this is the start time and this is the end time. For example, I just want to arrange a meeting for Monday 21st of April. We'll click on that and the start time will be 9 a.m. and the end time will be 10 a.m. It would be a 1 hour meeting. Location. Type a room, building or online if it's virtual. For example, I just want to arrange a meeting in University of California. We'll click on that. Description, which is optional. You can add notes, agenda items or instructions. For example, I just want to write a description as we are arranging this meeting to discuss about the new curriculum of master's degree program. So this gives a brief introduction of the meeting purpose so that everyone which will be joining have a specific idea that what this meeting will be all about. Setting reminders. Outlook lets you choose how early you want a reminder. Here is the option. You can just click on this and you have all these options available like don't remind me or at time of event, 5 minutes before, 15 minutes before, or you can use any of these. For example, I just want 1 hour before. So this will notify me 1 hour before this meeting starts. So the meeting time is 9 a.m. So I'll get a notification at 8 a.m. in the morning at Monday. So this is how you can set a reminder as well. Choose whatever gives you enough time to prepare or travel. Making recurring events for classes or weekly meetings. If your event happens regularly, you can just click on this. So it's asked us that how often will this event be occurring. For example, every week. So I just want to click on this week, and 1 week means that every Monday this event will be occurring. So I'll just click on this Monday and click save. So it shows that it occurs every Monday until October 13, 2025. So this event will be occurring every week until this date. And you could change the date as well. For example, I just want this event to occur at this end of this year. So this is how you can just save as well. So this event specifically will occur every Monday until December 31st, 2025. Viewing and editing events. You can view your calendar by day as well, week, month, and a work week as well, like from Monday to Friday. So it's up to you whether you want to see a calendar of day, week, month, or a work week. Click on any event to open it. From there you can, like when you click on it, you can edit the time. Like in here, you can edit the time as well. Change the location as well. Add or remove notes, like we have notes in here. Delete the event if it's cancelled. So this is how you can click on these as well. This series lets us know that this event will be occurring every week or as for a specific duration. And you can click on this edit to edit the entire event that you have created. So this is how event works in Microsoft Outlook. Set reminders so you don't forget anything. We have all had that moment when we say, I completely forgot. Whether it's a class, a deadline, or even a personal task. Missing something important can throw off your whole day. Luckily, Outlook makes it easy to avoid that. Reminders for calendar events. When you create a new calendar event like a class or meeting, like going to this calendar tab, clicking on this, and by clicking on this new event, enter event details like title, time, etc. For example, class meeting. Look for the reminder drop down. Like here is the option for reminder. You can click on that and you can have a reminder 5 minutes before this event starts, 15 minutes, half an hour, or even one day before this event starts. Outlook will send a pop-up and or sound alert when the time comes. Reminders for tasks. If you are using Outlook's tasks feature to manage your to-dos, create a new task, set a due date, check the box that says reminder and select the time and date. So you get a notification or a reminder at that specific time. Reminders for emails using flags. You can also add reminders to emails you flag for follow-up. For example, you will go to this email section and you can just flag an email like this. For example, you want to flag this one. You can just right click on that flag icon next to the email and select any of these options, like for example today, tomorrow, this week, or next week as well. For example, I just want this email to have a reminder to be opened or to follow up next week. You can click on that. Here you can see you have set a reminder for this specific email. Outlook will remind you to respond or follow up at the set time. Managing your reminders. To see and manage your upcoming reminders, go to the tasks pane or calendar view. Here you have all the reminders and events in this section. You can just go to this month view and you can just click on this one. Here you can see as we have made this event recurring every week unless or until at the end of this year 2025. So you have this event reminder every week at this specific time. So this is how you can use reminders in Microsoft Outlook. Invite others to meetings and manage schedules. How to send a meeting invitation. Open your Outlook calendar, go to this calendar in here, click new event or new meeting. You can just click on this new event. In the event window, add a title, for example, group presentation planning. Like this. Choose the date and time. You can choose in this week, and I just want this meeting to held at Thursday, and time will be around 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. for 1 hour, and don't make it recurring. Add a location or a Teams or Zoom link. For example, I just want this meeting to held at University of Florida or University of Maryland. You can just choose any of these. And you can just click on this in-person event. It shows that the online presentation will not be acceptable or will not be happening online. So you can just click this on and this event will be a in-person event. In the invite attendees box, type the names or emails of the people you want to invite. For example, I just want to go with Tom Kohler @gmail.com, and you can just press enter, and you can add another email as well, like Justin Trudeau and @outlook.com. Press enter, and you can add a short message or agenda in the description box. As you can see, we have a subject line as group presentation planning, so we'll just write in here as this meeting is about group presentation planning, and everyone need to attend this session in person. So this gives us a brief introduction of the meeting, and it has all the options field available as the subject line, the invitees, time, location, and a short description as well. And the other thing that is a little different, that in-person event. So this is how you can just add a reminder as well. For example, I just want this to have a reminders at 30 minutes before the event. So you can change the time from here and you can just press enter. So this is how you can create an event or schedule a meeting using this, and invitees are in here as they have not responded yet, but when they will respond it will appear in here. So this is how you can just use Microsoft Outlook to have a scheduled meeting and to invite people to attend a meeting. Checking availability. Scheduling assistant. To avoid back and forth emails, use the scheduling assistant feature. Click scheduling assistant before sending your invite. Outlook shows when invitees are free or busy. Choose a time slot when everyone is available. So when you click on the invitees email, when you just click on that, it shows that this person is busy between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. as they have a scheduled meeting in here, although they have not responded yet, but they have been labeled as busy. As you can see that they cannot be a part of any other meeting or session as they have already been invited to attend this one. So this is how you can see that the people who you want to attend are available or not. Managing meeting responses. Once you send the invite, you can track who is coming. Open the event in your calendar when you just click on that, and you will see who accepted, declined, or marked as tentative. You will just have all these responses in here as no one has responded so far, but when they have accepted or declined or marked as tentative, then you can just see in here. You can reschedule or send a follow-up email if needed. If plans change, you can edit the event and click send update so everyone gets the new details. So you can just click in here as edit, and you can change the time as well and the date as well, or to make it a little clear you can change the description as well, but with the update that this information is updated and everyone should plan accordingly. And you can just change the response option as well, like you can allow forwarding as well and make it busy, or you can just make it a private as well. And you can just see that it is tracking that everyone who has been invited are just being tracked about their responses, either they are coming to attend this meeting or not. So you will just go back and you can just cancel this, and if you want to change the setting you can just click to save. So this is how you can just customize the event or schedule the meeting that you have already created. Canceling or updating meetings. To cancel a meeting, open a calendar event as this one, and you can just click on this cancel. You can add an additional message or a short note that rescheduling to next week. For example, rescheduling to the next week. And you can just click on this send, and everyone who has been invited will get a notification that this specific event has been cancelled but will be rescheduled to the next week. So when you just click on that, this event is cancelled and it has been removed from the calendar as well, and the invitees will get an update as well. So this is how you can invite others to meetings and manage schedules in Microsoft Outlook. Create a to-do list and check off tasks between classes, assignments, group projects, and daily responsibilities. It's easy to forget something important. That's where Outlook's task list comes in. It's a built-in tool that helps you stay on top of everything you need to do. Where to find the to-do list? When you open Outlook, and it is the interface of Outlook at the start, and here you can see there is a calendar with a little check mark which says My Day. When you just click on that, a window will open, and here you can see there is an option called To Do. You can click on that. This will open this task list view where all your tasks are shown. You may also see your tasks list under to do in the sidebar if you are using the Outlook web version. So this is how you can use to-do list in the Microsoft Outlook. Creating a new task. As you can just click on this add a task. Okay, you can just name it as finish history paper. And you can just click on this add. But you can add a due date as well when you just right click on that, and here is the option called set due date. When you just right click on that, Here's the option called set due date. For example, I just want this due date by tomorrow. You can just click on that, and here you can see it gives us the date of 22nd of April. Due date is the date when you want to complete it, and you can add a start date as well when you just right click on that, and you can just go to this edit due date, and you can set a reminder as well. Choose if and when you want to be notified. For example, I just want to add a reminder as tomorrow at, or you can just go to this choose a date, and you can set a timer as well. For example, I just want to be reminded at 11 a.m. in the morning and tomorrow. You can just save that, and it comes with a reminder as well. And you can prioritize this task as you can just when right click on that, and here you can see you can mark it as important, and it will be starred. As we have only one task right now, but if we have more tasks, for example, I just want to add another task as revision of the course, and you can just add that, and when you just right click on that and set a reminder for this weekend, okay, and you can just start that as well, and you can set a reminder for that as well, like as it has a reminder for this weekend. So I just will select Saturday 11 a.m. and then just press OK. So it will remind us at a specific duration that we have already applied on that. As I wanted to prioritize this specific task, you just right click on that, and you can just move task to top up. As this task is in the coming weekend, so this task should be completed first and should be prioritized. So this is how you can prioritize the task as well in Microsoft Outlook. Your tasks now appear in your to-do list. So here you can see you have two tasks that are available in this to-do list. Checking off completed tasks. Once you finish a task, for example, I just want to mark this task as completed, you just click on that, and it is shown in the recently completed tasks. When you just click on that, and here you can see this task has been completed, but this is not completed yet, so this task will be appearing in this to-do list. This moves the task to the completed list and giving you a sense of progress. Checking things off can be a great motivation boost. Organizing and reviewing your tasks. You can sort your task list by due date, priority, or subject as well. You can also edit tasks anytime by double clicking on them or delete ones you no longer need. For example, I just want to delete this task as I don't need this anymore, and you can just right click on that, and you can just press this delete icon, and you can just click on that, and this task has been deleted. So this is how you can delete a task as well. To-do list may seem simple, but they are one of the most effective tools for staying organized. With Outlook, you don't need a separate app or sticky notes. Everything is built in. Creating tasks, setting deadlines, and checking them off can keep you focused and in control of your time. Save email addresses and contact details. Where to access contacts in Outlook? Open Outlook like this one, and you can just go to this People tab in this left section. When you just click on that, as I have saved two contacts so far, so they appear as all contacts, and you can say that I have saved a little information about them as well. So this is how you can just access the contacts that you have saved in Microsoft Outlook. How to add a new contact? You can add contacts in two ways. Method 1, from an email. You just go to this mail section as an inbox, and for example, I just want to save this Allison contact detail, and you can just hover over a mouse over here, and this opens this interface. You can just click on these three dots, and here is the option as add to contacts. When you just click on that, this gives us this interface which asks us the first name, last name, the picture as well, and you can add a name field as well, like for example for a middle name, and you can have a email address, you can add another email address, and you can add chat, phone number, and all these details. So we'll just fill this one by one. So for example, Allison, company, and this is the email address, and for example, I just want to have an email address as this one. Company name will be Allison, And you can add a work field as well. For example, I just want to go with office location, and you can have a category as well. For example, I just want to add a new category as Allison, and you can just have a color as well of the desired. For example, if it matches with this theme, for example, I just want to go with this one. You can click on save, so it becomes a category as Allison as well. So, and you can have a notes as well, that this is a contact of Allison company. And you can have a picture as well. For example, I just want to go with this one. Drag your picture here, upload a new photo. For example, I just want to go with this one, apply. So we have changed the picture, the first name, the last name, email address, mobile number, and company as well. And you can just click on this save, and when you just go to this people section, so here you can see, when you just click on this all contacts, and here you can see there is a company as Allison, and we have added it as a contact. So you can just have an overview as well, and you just have, when you just click on the messages, all the messages will appear over here of this specific email address that you have already entered. So this is how you can add a new contact in Microsoft Outlook. This is the fastest way to save someone you're already talking to. Method 2. Manually. In the people section, click new contact. Like in here, you can see, as we have already click on this people tab, and you can see, and there is the option called new contact. When you just click on that, this interface will open, and you just have to fill everything that needs to be added. For example, first name as Eric, last name will be Jason, and you can add an email address as Eric Jason 123 at the rate gmail.com, and you can add a phone number as well. For example, I just want to go with 123. This is the number, and you can add an address as well. For example, I just want to go with home address, and you can just have all these options, like for example, street 23H, city New York, state New York as well, and country as USA. So you have added these information, and for example, I just want to go with company as Eric Builders Private Limited. So this is the company name, and you can add a category as well. For example, I just want to add a new category as builders, and you can add a color for that as well. For example, I just want to go with this one. You can just click save, and you can just add a note as well, that this contact detail is for builders and real estate. So you can just click on this save. Here you can see we have an updated contact in here, which gives all the information, and you can just click on this Eric Jason that we have already added, and you can just click on call if you want to have a call with this specific contact and with all the information that you have already entered. So this is how you can add a contact manually in Microsoft Outlook. How to view and edit saved contacts. I just want to search a specific person. We'll go to this people tab, and you can just go to the search bar as Eric, and you can just click on that. Here you can see you have that specific contact that has a name Eric in here, and it comes with this detail that you have already entered for this specific contact. So this is how you can find a specific contact in Microsoft Outlook. You can edit any contact by opening it and clicking edit contact, and you can just click in here if you want to edit any detail that you want to be updated. For example, if you want to update this address to business, so you can just click on this save. When you just click on this contact, and this says that it is a business contact, not a home address. So this is how you can edit a contact in Microsoft Outlook as well. Using contact groups. Bonus tip: Outlook also lets you create contact groups, which are collections of email addresses. For example, a group called Project Team could include all members of your study group. When you email a group, everyone gets the message. No need to type each name. To create one, you can just go to this people section, and here is the option called go to groups. When you click on that, it comes with this interface, and you can just click on this new group. You can name it, for example, group study, and you can add a description as well. For example, I just want to write this as this is a group for group study, and you can just click on this create. You can add members by entering a name or email address. For example, I just want to add this contact only right now, and you can just click on this add, and here you can see it comes with this interface, and we have already created a group. And when you just click on that, it shows that how many members are there. There are only 2 members, and you can add all members and guests as well by entering in here, and you can just use this icon to add members as well. So this is how you can create contact groups in Microsoft Outlook for easy and convenient conversation.
Connect Outlook with other apps like OneNote. Outlook is powerful on its own, but when you connect it with other Microsoft tools like OneNote, it becomes even more useful. Whether you are managing class notes, organizing meeting details, or planning projects, Outlook and OneNote work better as a team. What is OneNote and why use it with Outlook? OneNote is Microsoft's digital notebook. You can create pages for class notes, project plans, or even personal reminders. When connected to Outlook, you can save emails to OneNote, take notes during a meeting or lecture, keep all related information in one organized place. Think of OneNote as your notebook and Outlook as your schedule and inbox. Together, they help you stay on top of everything. How to send an email to OneNote. This is useful if you want to save an important message like assignment instruction or internship information. Steps. Open the email in Outlook. You can just have any email. For example, I just want to go with this one, and I want to save this mail in OneNote. You can just select this text, for example, like this one, and you can just copy the text. And you can just go to this left section, and here is the option called More Apps. When you click on this option, like More Apps, when you click on that, you have OneNote option. So here you can see we have opened a OneNote in web browser. So you can add a new one as well. For example, I just want to go with this one, important. And you can just create this one. It is creating a notebook. And you can just name that as well. For example, important email. And you can just paste the text that you really want to save. So this is how you can save an email in OneNote as well if you want to make notes of it as well and to use it later on for your study purpose or anything you want to use it for. The email content will now appear as a note in OneNote. How to take notes for a meeting in OneNote. If you have scheduled a meeting in Outlook, you can take notes directly in OneNote and link them into the meeting. Steps. Open your calendar in Outlook, like you have calendar in here, and you can just open the meeting event. For example, I just want to open this one, and you can just expand this event, and you can just have notes in here, and you have all these options available if you want to take notes, and it will be saved in the Outlook as well and in the notes section as well. So this is how you can take notes of a meeting in Outlook using OneNote as well. This is especially helpful for group work or recurring class discussions. Other helpful integrations: tasks and note syncing. You can create tasks in OneNote that appear in Outlook's task list, Outlook Web plus OneNote Web. If you're using the web version, the integration works the same way. Just look for the OneNote icon. Here you can see we have option as more apps, and you can just have this option as OneNote. So you can integrate Outlook with OneNote to take notes and to have all the emails and thoughts in one place. So you can have an easy access to all the tasks, and if you want to have an important mails in one spot.